I'm going to show you 7 tricks that stylists use to transform any basic clothing into something that seems much more expensive. And the last one is the most powerful of all. None of them require buying a new piece. The transformation starts with what's already in your wardrobe. I saved the most transformative for the end, so stay until then. I'll start with the simplest, and it's precisely the one that most women ignore every morning. Trick 1. Adjust the fit before adding any accessory. The first trick happens before any earring, bag, or necklace. It's the fit. Have you ever looked in the mirror with a look that seemed right in your head, but came out flat on your body? The feeling is that something's missing. Most of the time, nothing is missing. Something is excess. Look at this boatneck blouse with gray palazzo pants. Shoulder dropped, hem dragging. Now with the shoulders in place and the hem 1 centimeter from the shoe, nothing was changed. Stylists check 4 points before adding anything. Shoulder positioned, waist without excess fabric, sleeve at the right point, and hem respecting the shoe. A simple outfit with precise fit reads as custom-made. The same outfit poorly adjusted doesn't read as well chosen. The next tricks raise the level, and the 7th closes the appearance of someone who has money. But first, there's one that involves not what you add, but what you remove. Trick 2. Swap excess detail for a cleaner surface. There's a myth that most women have carried for years, that expensive clothes need to draw attention, have detail, shine, something that proves the value. It's exactly the opposite. This is 2 of 7, and I'll warn you, it's a bigger shift than the fit one. Sophisticated pieces let the cut and fabric speak on their own. Giant logo, embroidery, rhinestones, flashy hardware. All of this creates visual noise, and noise makes it harder for the eye to perceive what truly matters: the silhouette, the structure of the woman. Look at this outfit. Plain white tee, straight chocolate-tailored pants, caramel mule. Seems simple. Now swap the tee for one with a large phrase on the front. Same fit. The eye goes straight to the phrase. The pants disappear. The silhouette disappears. The woman disappears. The absence of embellishment doesn't impoverish the piece. It makes it hard to price. And what has no readable price seems more expensive. A piece with a clean shape and a good cut doesn't need to justify itself. In the next trick, what creates the appearance of a look bought from a whole collection is something you'll put together with what you already have in your wardrobe. Trick 3. Use 2 close colors to create a planned appearance. Have you ever left the house with a look that seemed right, but something was missing, and you couldn't identify what? This is the 3rd of 7, and it answers exactly that. The problem is almost never the piece. It's the color break between them. When colors compete for attention, the eye fragments the look and reads each piece separately from the other. The solution stylists use is working with 2 tones from the same family. One anchors, the other completes. Look at this combination. Straight chocolate pants, champagne beige crepe blouse, and nude pumps. Seems planned, seems like a collection. Now swap just the blouse for a very white, and notice what happens. The contrast breaks the continuity. The pants become pants. The blouse becomes a blouse. The look disappears. The decisive detail. The second color doesn't need to match the first. It needs to continue it. Ivory with caramel, graphite with cream, navy with grayish light blue. One sustains, the other creates depth. The silhouette stays continuous, and the eye reads that as elegance. It's a very powerful trick, but what comes next goes beyond color. The next one changes how the entire look presents itself, and the difference shows before the person even looks at the clothes. Trick 4. Add just 1 structured piece. This is the 4th of 7. And from here, things start to get more technical. Think about how a look feels when you put a white tee with dark jeans and stop there. The combination works, it's clean, it's easy, but there's a certain softness there, as if the look is still organizing itself. Now add a beige blazer on top, a blazer that falls in the right place, with the shoulder at the point and the length to the hip. For example, a white cotton tee, dark straight jeans, a light tailored beige blazer, and a caramel loafer. Same tee, same jeans, but now the look has a frame. The shoulders became defined. The torso gained a line. The entire silhouette seems more intentional. This is the point where many women stop and think the look is ready. But the detail that separates a good result from an elegant result is the proportion of the structured piece. A tight blazer closes the body. An oversized blazer erases the silhouette. The piece needs enough room to breathe without losing its line. Look at this outfit. A simple medium brown knit dress with a long raw tailored vest on top and a chocolate mule sandal. You don't need to structure the entire look. One piece with shape is enough to organize everything around it. It's a powerful trick. But the next one touches a point that most women never consciously think about. And when you hear it, you'll remember every time a look came out below what it could have been. Trick 5. Mix a common texture with a noble texture. Now, think of a scene that has probably happened to you. You grab a simple cotton blouse, basic pants, and the look seems correct, but lifeless. Everything matches, everything fits, but the combination has no depth. It seems flat. This isn't a color problem or a fit problem. It's a surface problem. This is the 5th of 7 tricks, and it changes the way you'll shop from now on. Each material behaves differently in light. Cotton absorbs. Matte silk reflects softly. Leather creates presence, structure. Gold metal, even small, produces points of luminosity that the eye notices without knowing exactly why. When a look is made entirely of materials that react the same way, it disappears. When you place a different surface in the middle, the combination gains contrast, and contrast is what the eye interprets as sophistication. Look at this outfit. A white cotton tee with raw linen pants. The look is clean, well put together. Up to here, nothing happens. Now enters a caramel leather bag with discreet hardware and a chocolate suede loafer. The cotton and linen are still there, but the suede and leather create a layer of texture that makes the simple pieces seem intentionally chosen. It's the same clothes. What changed was the surface contrast. The decisive point is this: one more noble texture is enough. You don't need 2 or 3. That will make the look compete with itself. One commands, the others sustain. Avoid overly shiny satin, plastic synthetic leather, and shine in more than one piece at once. The contrast works when it's precise. This trick will work in any wardrobe. But the next one touches a point that most women never consciously think about. And when you hear it, you'll remember every time a look came out below what it could have been. Before the next trick, let me tell you something. How many times have you opened a closet full of clothes and still thought, I have nothing to wear? The problem isn't a lack of clothes. It's that nobody ever taught you how to combine the pieces you already have. That's why I put together a guide with over 150 looks. Tested one by one, using only 15 pieces you probably already have at home. And the best part, you don't even need to think. Just choose the look, copy it piece by piece, and in 5 minutes, you're ready to go. The link is in the pinned comment and in the description. And if you're watching on TV, just point your phone at the QR code on the screen. Trick 6. Make the bag and shoe look more expensive than the clothes. You just learned to balance textures on the body. Now comes a trick that works on a different principle, and that can transform a basic look without changing a single piece of clothing. Most women invest the budget in clothes. Makes sense. It's what takes up the most space, the most visibility, and that's exactly where the mistake lies. Because the pieces the eye reads as signals of quality aren't the largest, they're the smallest. This is the 6th of 7 tricks, and it changes the logic of where you invest attention. Look at this outfit. A plain white tee and dark straight jeans. Simple, clean, functional. Now enters the firm caramel leather loafer and the structured camel-toned bag with discreet hardware. The look didn't change. The clothes are the same. But something happens. The look seems more intentional, more careful, more expensive. This isn't an impression. Bag and shoe are the points where the eye seeks finish. The clothes cover, but these 2 elements confirm. They concentrate everything the eye associates with quality. Shape that holds. Material that ages well, seams that don't open. Upkeep that betrays good habits. Look at this outfit. A simple beige dress with a wine leather slingback. and a firm structured brown bag. Or a navy blouse with white pants and a matte gold metal sandal. In any combination, it's the extremity that makes the center seem better. The rule is direct. Your clothes can be basic, but a misshapen bag and a scratched shoe undo everything that came before. Prefer defined shapes, materials with a solid appearance, and colors like caramel, wine, chocolate, or black. They don't demand attention, but deliver quality. This trick is already a turning point. But the last one, the 7th, is where everything resolves. And most women never realize they're skipping this step every time they get dressed. Trick 7. Finish the look by removing one excess and correcting 3 details. And we arrive at the 7th trick, the one I promised at the beginning, the one that closes everything. It's not a new piece. It's not a color. It's not an accessory. It's the moment when you stop, look at the finished look, and ask, what can I take away from this? Stylists call this editing, and it's exactly what separates an assembled look from a finished look. Before leaving, you do 2 things. First, remove one accessory that's competing for space with another. If you have a volumetric earring, the necklace can wait. If the belt is already the focal point, the bracelet stays for tomorrow. The composition needs one center of gravity, not several points fighting for the same attention. Second, you check 3 details that seem small and change everything. Are the clothes well pressed? Wrinkles aren't a sign of a rich person's carelessness. They're a sign of rush, and the eye notices. Are the sleeves at the right length? Is the collar settled? Is the waist where it should be? And are the bag and shoe clean and preserved, without scratches, no peeling strap, no dirty sole? Look at this outfit. A structured white tee tucked into caramel-tailored pants, caramel mule, and a beige bag with matte gold hardware. Before editing, there was a long necklace, large earrings, and a bracelet. After, only the earrings stayed. Clothes pressed, sleeves rolled to the right height, shirt centered. The result doesn't seem like it cost more. It seems like it was considered. This is what makes the appearance of wealth truly work. It's not accumulation, it's control. A woman who edits her own look conveys something that no expensive piece can achieve alone. Intention. And now you have all 7 tricks. Fit, visual cleanliness, tonal continuity, structure, texture, prestige points, and editing. When these 7 work together, the look speaks for you before you open your mouth. If you want to see how to apply this from scratch, with complete looks from basic to finished, the next video is exactly that. It's already here on the channel, and I left the link in the comments.